Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony, and today I am going to be sewing my first ever button down, the Simplicity 9707. It's like a little button down. I'm gonna attempt to do view A. Like I said, this is my first time. It is rated as easy, so we'll see how easy it is. I think the only thing I may have issues with is maybe the buttonholes on this fabric. One second, I'll show you the fabric that I'm gonna be using. So it's almost Valentine's Day, so I thought that I would make something pink. So I got this polyester cotton poplin from Fabric Mart a little while ago. It doesn't have any stretch, so this would be my first time working with something that does not have stretch. I'm usually a knit kind of person, but we'll see. I need to still cut out my pattern, so I will check in with you once I do that. This isn't necessarily going to be a sew along. It's more of like a sew with me type of thing. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah. Alright, you guys, so I just finished cutting out all the pieces. It took so long, but we got the annoying part out of the way. We're about to start sewing. I don't think I mentioned, but I am cutting out a size 12. This is the pattern, just as a reminder. I'm gonna go ahead and go through my instructions, just like a quick read through. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start pinning things together, and then we'll get started. All right, you guys, so I have completed steps 1, 2, and 3. So that's stay stitching the neck, and then creating my own facing. That was a doozy. Basically, it has you turn in the side front to the wrong side, base stitch it down, and then flip it around, but it doesn't say anything about the raw edges, and that kind of confused me a little bit. So let's see if I can show you. So for this one, so it has you turn it in, and then it has you flip it back to the right side, and then you're kind of creating your own facing. So when you're turning it in on this side, it didn't say anything about the raw edges, so I ended up turning those in, but I just realized that you don't have to do that. So that's something that I would recommend keeping in mind, because once you turn it out like it has you do, so it has you flip it to create your own casing, or not casing, but like facing, to keep that clean. You don't see the raw edges anyway, so that's something to keep in mind. So right now I'm on the step where it has you stitch this entire thing down, so I'm gonna do that. And yeah, and then I'll check in once I'm done. Also, one thing that I wanted to mention, my fabric looks the same on both sides. So what I did was I just put a clip on the right side so that I don't get confused, because this literally is the same color no matter what side you're looking at. So just a little tip. Some people put like a pin, or they do like a marking or something like that, but I just put a little clip. So if you see that moving forward, you know why that's. All right, you guys, I am going to call it a night, but this is how far I've gotten. So it's starting to look like a shirt. Okay, I have the pleats in the pleat in the back. First time doing a pleat. I think it looks pretty good for my first time, if I do say so myself. And then I have the yoke and yoke facing attached. This is the inside of the garment. And that's the back. I just did the burrito method. I think that's what it's called. The burrito method for the first time, which was not bad at all. I did end up looking up a tutorial to watch someone else do it. I watched Norris's video for his simplicity pattern, the shirt and short set. Super helpful. But the instructions were clear too. I'm just a visual person, so I just had to see somebody do it, but wasn't too bad. Like I said, it's getting late, so I'm probably gonna just call it a night and then finish tomorrow. Today's Saturday and tomorrow's Sunday. Valentine's Day is on Wednesday, so I'm still making perfect time. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi friends, it's the next day and we are going to keep the ball moving. I have about 20 more steps to go in the instructions, and that's just putting on the collar, sleeves, pockets, and then our hem. So we're making good progress. A quick disclaimer, today is Super Bowl Sunday, so if you hear any noise in the background, my son and his dad are huge Niners fans, and as you know, the Niners are playing in the Super Bowl, so my house is very chaotic right now. But we're gonna go ahead and get back into it. My next step, according to the instructions, is to baste down the yoke to the armhole. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and get our collar together. I still need to interface 2 of those pieces, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And yeah, I'll check back in with you guys shortly. All right, you guys, again, apologies for the noise. It's Super Bowl Sunday, but I have the collar pinned to the back. That took a lot. The stay stitching kind of makes it a little difficult for the seams to match up. So you do have to clip into those curves and corners just to kind of like ease it in. But I have it all pinned together or clipped together. I'm a clip girly. So I'm getting ready to stitch this on at 5/8. Hopefully I don't have any issues. Like I said, I did have to ease it in, so I'm just gonna take it really, really slow. And yeah, so this is what it should come out looking like. So hopefully I can get it in there on the first try and not have any like puckers or anything, so. BRB, you guys, I got the collar on. We're not gonna talk about how I got it on, but I got it on. This is what it looks like from the back. So not too bad. There's no puckers. Obviously it could be better. Some of my lines aren't straight, but that's okay. And then I went ahead and trimmed down the seam allowance as well. And yeah, so if you're making this pattern, just take your time with the collar for sure. You will have to ease it in, so. But so far I'm okay with how it's turning out. So we're kind of in the home stretch a little bit. I think the next step is to close up the collar and then we're gonna add the pockets. So TBD. Okay, so I wanted to show you, I'm gonna do what's called stitching in the ditch. It's where you tuck your seam allowance up and then you fold the bottom of the collar over, pin it from the right side, and then you literally stitch in the ditch. And you're just stitching right where you have those original stitches from. So that's what I'm about to do. I have done this method before. I'm not the best at it, but we're gonna hope for the best. Okay, really quick, I just finished stitching in the ditch and I did miss some of them. So I went ahead and picked these out and I'm just gonna go back over that section really quick. I just wanted to show you because that's normal. You may not get it on the first try. There's no reason to like, give up. Just pick them out and then just go ahead and give it another try. All right, you guys, I just wanted to show you my progress so far. It's looking like this is gonna be a 3-day project. I'm starting to get tired. It's almost 9 p.m. here. But this is where we are. This is where we are. So I still need to hem it. I have the cuffs clipped onto the arm or the sleeve. So I still need to attach those, but it's pretty good. Didn't expect this to take 3 days, but here we are. But it's okay. I do like it so far. It's a really pretty color. And it also works out because I had ordered some pink buttons, but they didn't come. I was supposed to get them today, but they were out of stock, so they ended up canceling my order. But I don't know. For my first button down, I think we're doing good. I really like this pleat in the back. It's really cute. First time doing pleats. The sleeve also has a pleat. I don't know if you can tell because I haven't sewn it down yet. I just have it clipped together, but cute so far. Okay, you guys, so I just finished it finally. Today is Wednesday the 13th. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. By the time you're seeing it, it's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. This pattern, it took me through a lot. And sorry if you hear any background noise. My son is outside this window here playing with his friend, so just ignore that. But this pattern taught me a lot, the main thing being patience. But it's a really good pattern and I probably will make it again. I'm looking at this as like a wearable muslin, even though I probably won't ever really wear this. It's like a really thick material and I'm kind of already sweating a little bit in it. So I would definitely make it in something a little lighter. But a couple things. So I consider myself to be kind of like an advanced beginner slash like getting into the intermediate like skill level. And the buttonholes and sewing the buttons, I've sewn buttonholes before. I'm not the best at it, but I knew going into this, I needed to like take my time and like not stress over it. And for some reason, my machine just was not cooperating with me. I had to like redo the button several times. The buttonhole, it like stopped stitching in the middle of like creating the buttonhole. So this buttonhole up here is like, it looks really weird, which is why I'll probably never wear this top or this tunic out anywhere. But other than that, it was pretty straightforward. I did kind of struggle a little bit with putting the cuff on, only because similar to how they have you finish off the collar on the inside, they make you stitch in the ditch. And so you do the same for the cuff, and it was just a little hard getting it around my machine, especially like with this fabric because it doesn't really stretch, and with the interfacing on the cuff, it makes it a little bit difficult. So that's probably just like a user error as far as like me needing to just change my needle or something like that. But other than that, I am happy with the results for the most part. It is pretty long, but I like it. I wanted the tunic length. I'll probably make it again in this length as well. Although I probably will add another button because I'm tall, 5'11", so I'm gonna have to like extend it a little bit as far as like for coverage, because if I move a certain way, you can definitely see inside the shirt, like towards my tummy area. So, but yeah, if you have made it this far in the video, please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Have you made this pattern before? It's really popular and there are like several reviews already here on YouTube. Also, Brittany J. Jones did a sew along as well, so definitely check that out. And yeah, like this video and let me know what you want to see me do next. Take care.